Hello friends, we have Ananya with us today. She had applied for BA in Sociology, Psychology and Economics at Christ University. She had recently appeared for her interview at Christ. So let us hear from her that how her experience was. So first of all, Ananya, I would like you to introduce yourself to the viewers.
Hello, I'm Ananya Pillai and I'm doing my 12th Humanities in Agarwal Vidyavihar. I had recently applied for BA in Psychology, Sociology and Economics in Christ and my interview was scheduled on 6th at 2:20 pm.
Okay, Ananya. So, Ananya, first of all, tell me that what was your procedure for the interview? Had you appeared for the entrance exam, or what was your procedure?
Like for my course, there was no entrance exam as such, but there was micro presentation and personal interview.
Okay. So, Ananya, how many panelists were there in your interview?
There were two panelists.
Okay, so how did they start your interview? What was their first question? They greeted you and then they asked your first question. How did it start?
Yes, firstly, we greeted each other and then they asked me, they told me to tell me about myself and then they asked me that why have I chosen this course.
Okay, so tell me, Ananya, that on your basis of the introduction, did they any cross question you about anything?
No, they did not.
Okay, so as you have taken a very different subject, that is BA in Sociology, Psychology and Economics, so they wanted to know that why you want to do this course.
Yes.
So what was your answer for that? Why do you want to go for this course?
Yes, so I told them that I think three of them will provide me a holistic approach and I will get more experience and knowledge in the future because initially I was planning to take psychology but I thought it would be helpful if I go for this course.
Okay, Ananya. So Ananya, after this question, what was the next question to you?
One of the panelists asked me about my hobbies, and then when I told her the answer, then she asked me how was my experience.
Okay, so which is your favorite hobby, Ananya?
Like I told her that I love sports, and then I named few of them.
Okay.
So when I told her about cricket, then she was asking me that how was her experience.
Okay, so they were curious about that, how good you are at other curriculum activities also. Okay, so they ask you about that, why you want to go for this course, and then about your extracurriculum activities, because I guess Christ University is one of the university who mainly focus not only just on academics but also on the extracurriculum activities. Okay, so after your extracurriculum activities, what were the academic questions? Did they ask you about any of your academic questions?
Yes, they did ask. Firstly, they asked me that which subjects I'm doing in humanities, and then they asked me one question about psychology and one about geography.
Okay, that is majorly because in I guess in humanities you have very different options in which you can select, so it differ from students to students. Okay, so what was the psychological question to you?
She told me to tell me about one psychological disorder.
Okay, and in geography, but why did they ask you about geography? Do you think there was any relation between geography and your subject you are going for, or you have studied in your course? Like
I'm not sure, but in humanities, I think they when I told them about my subjects, maybe that is why they asked me that I would have studied geography in 12th, so I should know about it. So just to test my knowledge. Okay, so what was the geographical question to you? They asked me to tell about the effects of climate. Okay, so after your academic question, did they ask you any about the general question that as you're from Surat, they might have asked you about the Surat, any information regarding Surat or about the India in general? No, nothing as such. Okay, so they didn't focus on your GK. Okay, so apart from academics question, what did they ask you more? Then they asked me that what are my future plans? Okay, so they wanted to know your goals, that after learning the BA from that university, what are you are looking forward to? Okay. In general, they were asking that what do you plan to do in the future? So I told them that I would continue with sports, which is my hobby, and as well as with the course that I'm doing. Okay, so Ananya, apart from this, as you said that your procedure for the interview include the micro presentation and the personal interview. So what was the micro presentation topic to you? Like they did not specify that we are taking a micro presentation or that they will be giving me 30 seconds. But I think geography, like the question which was related to geography, was kind of a micro presentation only. So that for that I answered both the sides, like positive and negative. So were you okay with that? How did you took this thing? Because generally we are
told that no, you will be asked about the macro presentation, because they generally focus on the introduction and the macro presentation. So when they didn't ask you about the macro presentation, so after the interview, were your morale down or were you taking things positively?
Like, firstly, I did not realize that it could be a micro presentation, but then after the interview, I sat down and when I thought about it, I was like, oh, I could have told more about the topic. But then I was satisfied because I did include few points.
Okay. So were you overall satisfied with your interview, the way it went, with the way question they were asking, or the way you are answering?
Yes, I did feel very satisfied because the teachers were also continuously smiling. So I thought that yeah, I was very confident and comfortable.
Okay, Ananya. So, Ananya, how did you prepare for your interview? Because that is the major thing viewers want to know, because they are very nervous about that, how they are questioning and how we should answer them. So, please tell them that how did you prepare for your interview?
So, firstly, the major thing is confidence. That was what I was told. Like, if you're confident, you can answer any question. Like, they don't see your academics, like how much knowledge you have, but they see that if you are looking at them continuously or smiling, so they basically see your confidence. So that is what matters the most, and I think it has helped me too. And I think you should have knowledge about your course as well, and also the chapters or subjects that you have studied in your 12th.
Okay, so apart from this, like working on your confidence and working on your academics, what were the other things you kept in mind while preparing for your micro presentation or for your interview?
Like, I thought that I would, like, if there is a micro presentation topic, then I would not go around and like I would directly get to the point. And because we have no idea how much time they have, so instead of wasting time, we should be quick and just directly say the question to the point. And yeah.
Okay, so have you given any mock interviews or have you seen any videos through which you learned that the way you should answer to the interview?
Yes, I did have 3 mock interviews here, and also I saw few videos. Yeah.
So that helped you a lot.
Yes, like if
answer.
Sometimes they ask you about your strengths and weaknesses also. So we often tend to tell a lot of negative things about ourselves and weaknesses. So I thought that it helped me. That YouTube videos helped me while answering such questions.
So that was very good, Ananya. So viewers, I think so that was a very good experience, and even the advice she gave, that it can be very helpful to you. So we would like to thank you, Ananya, that the way you have shared the experience was very helpful, and we would also like to wish you best for your future. We hope that the results are in your favor. So thank you.
No problem.